Hey you guys, it's Felicia Renee. So I'm always watching something crazy. It's the first 48. So I just did a video on my makeup, and you guys can look at that. Excuse my hair because it's not done, but today's my off day for school. So, and God, this is beautiful. Okay, so today I want to talk about something for the women. And men, you are welcome to this conversation as well. I'll hit on those points too. But what I want to say is, for the women, the single women that are saved, this question has been asked all the time, and I just want to talk about that. So, people say, excuse me, I'm putting my makeup brushes up, you guys. I just did a video on my makeup tutorial, so well, I just did a makeup tutorial. I did a video on makeup tutorial, which is crazy. You gotta have your wording right too. But anyway, oh, and I'm also a comedian. But anyway, some women say it's really hard to live, to be able to live saved and not have relationships and relations with your mate. Now, this is my point of view, and you can, take it however you like to take it, but this is just how I would like to express this certain thing. So, as far as that, for me, when you're a person who is like getting that, when you're having relations regularly, let's say that, let's rephrase what I said before. Okay, when you're having relations regularly, and you are used to that, it's kind of harder for you to be able to say no because you're used to it. But if you pray and you really are trying, and I'm not saying that you're not going to mess up, that would be a lie, but what I am saying is this: if you know that that's your issue that you're having a problem with, go to your pastor and tell your pastor, pray for me because I need help. I want sex, but I know I'm supposed to keep myself because that's what the Bible says. That's what the word says. That's what Jesus instructed us to do. So, and I'm sure that your pastor, whether it be a man or a woman, or the first lady, if you feel like you're not comfortable to talk to your male pastor, you talk to your first lady. My pastor is a woman. Her name is Pastor Donna Stanfield. Pastor Dr. Donna Stanfield. And this woman is anointed by God. And one thing that I would like to say about my pastor, when you bring to her something like that, she loves it because she feels like you're being honest with yourself and with her, because she has to wash over your soul. So when you have those issues, you tell your leader or a mentor. It doesn't have to be this is for people who are just trying to be celibate as well. It doesn't have to just be Christians, because I don't want to seem biased or seem like I'm only talking to one group of people. If you're a person that you're just trying to stop having relations as well with your mate, there's methods that you can use, and it doesn't have to be Christian based. Celibacy can be used from anyone. You can tell them, I just don't want to do that until I'm married. And if that person really loves you, they will do it with you. And not saying that they're not going to buck up against you, because the first time you do it, it's going to be hard. Especially if you guys have been together and you were doing that action with that person, and that person's like, okay, all of a sudden you just found God, or you just found a new light or whatever, and you just gonna tell me that I can't get what I want and I've been getting it, so now all of a sudden I'm stopping. So then some people try to use that and say, no, you're just trying to use an excuse to break up with me. Some people say, oh, you must got something because you all of a sudden doing this, or you talking to another man, you're talking to another woman. It can be anything that they can try. Excuse me, I get tongue tied. My brain goes like so fast, but anything, they can use anything to say like, oh, what you think you're doing? You know, you think you're gonna tell me something, and no, this is how it's been going. This is how it's gonna go. Some people are afraid of change. They don't understand change. They feel like change is no good. And yeah, I mean, I was one of the women who felt like if I didn't do what the man wanted me to do, if I didn't do what my boyfriends or, you know, my male friend wanted me to do, that they were going to leave me, and they wouldn't want to be with me. And that was a very big thing that I had a problem. I had a very big problem with this, because I felt like he's not going to accept me if I don't give him what he wants. If I don't cook for him, if I don't feed him. And listen, I'm only 24 years old. But I was brought up by some very old school women, and these women are awesome. My grandmother, my pastor, and my mother were the greatest women that I've ever met. My sisters, my older sisters as well. I'm the youngest of 4 sisters. And I feel like when you are getting taught the right way and you kind of buck up against it, because that's what I did. I bucked up against everything that my pastor, my mama, my sisters, my grandmother was trying to tell me. And I was like, you can't tell me that, because they're telling me that I don't love them if I don't do what they're asking me to do. And I would just be in relationships, and I would be used and used and used and used. And it's sad, because it's kind of took up into like now for me to realize, like, you are so much more than that. And I had a low self-esteem problem. You guys, a lot of people don't talk about this stuff on camera. This is why I'm your girl. I will talk about everything and anything we need to talk about because I'm, first of all, when you're talking about these things, you're getting deliverance in these areas. And for those who don't understand deliverance, you're getting free from your situation that used to hover over you, and, you know, the bad energy, negative energy. There you go. So this is the kind of things I would feel like no man will want me. I'm pretty, yes I am. I'm very beautiful, and I've always been beautiful, and I thank God for making me the beautiful woman that I am. I stand for beautiful women, not just beautiful women, beautiful black women, beautiful white women, beautiful, every woman, every skin tone, every color. I don't care if you are purple, you are a beautiful woman. And it's not about what's here. This is what I'm talking about. My heart is beautiful. And because those men saw that my heart was beautiful, they took advantage of my heart and was like, oh, she's just nice, and she'll give it up. So I'm going to use her. I'm going to get what I want from her. Let her feel like I'm so in love. Keep getting what I want. Keep getting what I want. And keep getting what I want. And then one day she might realize it. One day she might not. But today I can say I realized repetitively that same package that the enemy brought to me. Men, everything seems like as soon as I get rooted and grounded in the Word of God, and I'm just like on fire and all this stuff. See, right now I'm getting deliverance because I'm speaking about it, and God is, I feel myself getting free because I'm talking about it. So I know now that it's something that the devil tried to put in my life, or that the enemy tried to put in my life, or bad energy that was brung to me. Because I don't want it all to, I don't want you guys to feel like I'm only talking to Christians. Okay, let's make that clear. I'm open for it. I'm open. Open. So, where was I? Okay, well, let's start by saying, where was I? Ooh, you guys, I lost my train of thought. Okay, I'm being freed. So, when you find yourself in situations over and over and over and over again, and really it's just a different person, but it's the same situation, that is what you call either a generational curse, something that you have to pass, a test that you have to pass in order to get past that, so that you know that you are more than a conqueror, or that you know that you can overcome that obstacle or situation. You have to pass that test. And it seems like every time I just knew I was just rooted and grounded in God, the enemy or if someone put forth negative energy, and a man, this wonderful, all of a sudden, just awesome man just would come, and I would be like, oh God, is this my husband? Because I want to be married. So I would be like, oh God, is this my husband? Let it be my husband. And some men will come to church with you. They'll come to church with you. They'll say that they love you. Not even some don't even go that far. They'll just be like, oh, I go to church with you, baby girl. You know, yeah, you know, I love the Lord too. But really, they have bad intentions, and really, they don't really have good intentions for you. They just want your body, and they know that by doing something that you agree with and something that you love, and because it's in your heart, that pure heart that I was talking about earlier, because it's in your heart, they got you, because you're like, oh my God, he want to come to church, or oh my God, he wants to be involved in everything in my life, and this guy is just the ultimate guy, he's just so awesome, and blah and blah and blah. I was in that state. See, something was tried to put on me as a child. I was touched as a child. Stuff happened to me that I didn't agree with, and I feel like, yes, it is hard. And you guys, sometimes I might be talking on here and you might see some tears come down, but this is real. Yes, it is hard to get over some obstacles. Yes, it is hard to get over some things that happened to you when you were a kid and you had no control over it. It's very hard, because that stuff, it tries to sit here in your heart, and it's always something trying to dangle that thing like in your face. And you got to be able to tell that situation like, okay, it did happen to me, but I'm still alive, I'm still here, and I can do better things, and I can get over that, and I can go on with my life. And if I ever have to talk to anyone, or any young man or any young woman who has gone through this situation as I went through this situation, I can be the person that can be the encourager and tell them, you can make it through this. It is okay. Yes, it's going to be hard to get over that, but you can get over it if you try. I used to have to get up in the morning and tell myself, you are beautiful. I'm looking at the mirror, you guys keep looking up. But I would have to wake up in the morning and tell myself, you are beautiful. You're somebody. And I love at churches, or even in counseling sessions, when they tell people that you are beautiful, you are intelligent, you are smart, you are all these wonderful things, so that you need that positive energy to seep into your heart so that you can accept it, so that you can live that way. Because words are expressions. And when you speak certain things, you're saying that word, and it's going to express itself in your life. If you're saying, I'm broke all the time, and then your check comes, and you live in paycheck to paycheck, it's because you spoke that word and you said, I'm broke. Me, I say I'm rich, I'm wealthy. I thank God for the riches that are coming my way. I thank positive energy for coming my way. You know, you just only welcome in what you feel like can benefit you. You don't want to be always feeling sad for yourself. And another thing about me, I'm not going to sit up in a room with a whole bunch of people that have attitudes or have emotional issues and all this stuff, because it makes my spirit uncomfortable, because I'm a very happy, very, very happy person. I laugh at almost any and everything, you guys. It's almost kind of ridiculous, but I'm very happy, and it's like I have this endless joy. I would say, see, for the ones who understand, I have the joy of the Lord, and I thank God, because this is what gets me by. This prayer and the word and fasting and things like that. That's what gets you through. That's what gets you through. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I've been lacking on the fasting part. I'm a little chunky, but I'm gonna fix it. Don't only fast when you, and fasting cannot. It don't have to only be for Christians. You can fast for to lose weight. You can fast to you know, for your body to have more energy. Fast like no sugar diets, or just vegetables for this week, or just meat this week. You know, different things helps your body in different ways. Or no juice at all this week. I'm just going to drink water with everything that I eat. You know how much energy you'll have if you're yes, things like that. That all helps. So As far as for the ones who say that it's hard, it's going to be hard because you're saying that it's hard. It's hard to not have sex because you're saying it's hard to not have sex. If you speak to your situation, or you speak to that issue that you have, and you say to it, I'm not going to have sex because I choose not to have sex. I'm not going to have sex and it's not hard. You're going to have some shortcomings, you guys. I've had shortcomings. Nobody's perfect. If that's the case, we would not have to do half the stuff that we have to do, and we'll all be wealthy and rich, and everybody will be just happy-go-lucky, and it'll be happily ever after for everyone. But that is not how it is. So, reality check. Microphone check. 1, 2. Okay. So, that being said, as far as this video goes, it's just to help people who feel like it's hard. It's not going to be easy, but tell yourself it's not hard. And always remember this one thing: someone is always worse off than you. If you're homeless and you still have a car, be grateful, because you can sleep in your car. And there's other people that's sleeping on the freeways. And people blame those people and say sometimes it's their fault. It might be their fault. But sometimes they don't understand how to get out of those issues. Some people just stay stuck in that situation and they don't know how to get out of it. And it's not our job to be pointing fingers at them. Because remember, it was pointing back at you. Especially if this thumb is up, it's pointing back at you as well. Not only just 3, but it's 4. And then if you're pointing and you end up closing your hand, now you got all 5. This is a method that I've taught myself when I was a kid. I don't know if it works for me. Don't point fingers at people, because that situation will come your way one day. And hopefully, this is what I say, people, when you talking about somebody, and just because you passed that test or whatever, that test gonna come back around because you talked about someone else that couldn't pass that test. And when it comes back around, I hope that person's face flashes in your face and you can remember, I put my mouth on someone and I shouldn't have. People that are sitting out there that are homeless and that are in reprobated states, for those who don't understand what reprobated is, when you lost your mind and you kind of don't have your mind, your own mind, and you're talking to evil spirits and ghosts that you think you see, that's a reprobated state. I wouldn't wish that upon anyone at all. Everyone, keep each other, good. Pray to your gods, and I serve Jesus Christ and the Father, the Holy Spirit, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So that's who I pray to. So whoever you pray to, pray. We in a very critical time right now, and right now is not. It ain't time to point fingers. It's time to get together, America. And if somebody out there in a foreign country is willing to help them too, let's get it together. The world needs to get it together, because we have to help one another. Right now, that's the only way we're really going to survive right now, is by helping one another. So you guys think about that. Once again, remember, words that you speak are expressions, and they're going to express themselves in your life when you speak it. So be careful with the things that you say to people when you're beating them down, saying that they're fat, they're ugly, they're never going to be nothing. You're just like your daddy, you're just like your father, you're just like your mother, you're just like your mama. Be careful what you're saying to these kids, because that child can't really, they don't understand the words of expression right then and there. So that word is going to be expressed to them later on in life. And then they're going to say, well, my mom always told me, or my dad always told me, I'm going to be like my mom, and I'm going to be like my dad, and I always felt like this, and I just felt so resented and all this stuff. Don't speak those words in your child's life. Tell your child you're going to be successful. You might be the next president. Boost your child's self-esteem up, so that they'll want to go through school. They'll want to go to college. They'll get a job. And maybe one day they can take care of you, or help you take care of yourself, however you want to take it. Just speak positivity in your children's lives, because they need it. And these kids nowadays that are growing up, these generations, I feel so sorry for these generations, because I was brought up the old school way. They are, everybody's mom is their girlfriend now, and all things like that, and I just don't understand that. So I wasn't brought up that way. So you guys, this is Felicia Renee once again. Over and out. So, oh, comment, subscribe. You know what to do.